But we must remember who we are and what makes us strong, as well as the contradictory conditions that sometimes bind us. We have a regional purpose, but we have a Guam obligation. We open our doors to the most poorly prepared for higher education, but we must compete for the best minds available. We have outstanding researchers, but the institution doesn't have a research agenda. We have terrific quality programs, but we have many that need improvement. We engage the community, but we often appear disengaged from the community's serious issues. These are lively tensions, and I'm reminded by Piaget's learning theory, a little disequilibrium helps us to grow. We should not fear them, nor should we fall into despair. We should use these tensions to help us understand who we are and how we can fulfill our potential. For the past decade, the university has been on a kind of a roller coaster for those of you who have been through this decade. We have had governance issues, finance issues, and image issues. Our ability to manage cash flow has been really sharpened, but at the expense, perhaps, of serious financial growth or fundraising campaigns. Our skills to forge new government arrangements like the Staff Council and the Faculty Senate have grown, while strategic planning has been put out of focus. Our image has improved in recent years, but for far too many young people, we are still the second or third choice for their higher education. I salute and I congratulate my predecessors, especially Harold Allen, for addressing the critical issues that the institution faced. I'm grateful for the steadfast leadership of Helen Whippy and David O'Brien and Jeff Barcinas during these times. The deans and directors have been understanding and supportive of these tough times, as have the faculty and the staff. As I have repeated over time, the faculty members are the stars of any academic institution, and as I look out at the UOG constellation, this is certainly true of the University of Guam. I am glad to see most of the stars here this morning and welcome some new ones to this constellation. While I'm aware that stars move independently and shine on their own, I also understand that larger forces and a grand design help illuminate individual achievement. At the end of the day, it is our partnership, faculty and staff and administration, along with the support of the Board of Regents, and our common focus on students and the community and academic quality that will allow our institution to not just be the only four-year college in our region, but to be the university of choice for most of the needs of our region and to fulfill the aspirations of the young people. In spite of what most of us may wish, the basic statistic for all universities is enrollment. In recent years, we have stabilized our enrollment, and we can congratulate ourselves on the good work that has been accomplished. As pointed out by Dr. Whippy, we had a slight increase, but we don't know until the ad drop is finished. Yet, as an institution, we have not faced or addressed one stark fact. Some 70% of our public high school graduates do not aspire to go to college. Young people do not see higher education as the next step in their lives, despite all of the messages we have given through mass media, pontificating teachers, stern counselors, powerful politicians. Furthermore, girls now outnumber boys by almost 2 to 1 in the freshman class. This is not entirely unwelcome, but really, we'll soon have to start calling it the freshwoman class. We have an aspirational deficit as well as a performance deficit, and we cannot raise achievement without a desire to achieve. We have to start thinking differently about how we grow our enrollment. We need to reach down into the elementary schools and start building the aspirations for future generations of UOG Tritons. We need to understand that we are in competition for the best minds of this island with off-island institutions. We need to understand and recognize that 30 years ago, teenagers in Pohnpei and Palau thought about going to Guam when they thought about going to college, but now they think about the internet and a whole range of options, including colleges and universities, who actively recruit them, while we sit on our status as the only baccalaureate institution in the region. We must think pipeline and comprehend the process through which fifth graders in Guam, Saipan, and Chuuk in the year 2001, fifth graders in the year 2001, how they ended up in other universities in the year 2008. We have to manage them. We have to engage them so that they think of college as their next step in life. We erase this aspirational deficit among our young people. We will engage them through active recruitment, internet conversations, and visits, lots of them. They must aspire to go to college, and then we will tell them about the University of Guam. We will tell them that it is their, quote, hometown, unquote, university, and it is close to home. But more importantly, that's not the reason why people go to college. We'll tell them that this is a place of academic quality. We will tell them to come to the University of Guam not because it is their second choice, or it's close to their house, or it's their bargain choice, but because it is their natural choice, their natural next step in life. In order to be that natural choice, we must ensure academic quality and tell our story of excellence in serving, teaching, and research. We must provide our programs in new formats that reflect the latest in instructional technology and techniques, both online and in class. We must have responsive programs that meet individual needs, as well as the unique needs of island societies as they deal with problems and issues and change in the 21st global society. When they think of us as their natural choice, we will become the natural choice for everyone else. Businesses, government, donors, alumni, community organizations will naturally turn to the university when they want the best minds, the latest ideas, a safe place for their donations, and the opportunity to serve. The natural choice will become the best choice for Guam and the entire region. They must aspire to go to college, and we will spare no opportunity to show them that going to colleges for most purposes means going to UOG. We will begin a series of natural choice initiatives that involve active recruitment for those who haven't thought about going to college and for those who think of UOG as their second choice. These natural choice initiatives will be region-wide, internet savvy, and rely on a new spirit on our campus that treats students as customers and consumers as well as learners. We should not tolerate anyone on this campus who says or even thinks to students, hey, you think you're the only student here? Because for our purposes, that's our customer. And we are all going to be recruiters. But getting them here and treating them like customers is only part of the story. We must have meaningful and quality academic programs that help them fulfill their aspirations and meet the professional needs of our island communities. Academic quality properly assessed and examined through processes